It's West Wednesday, so we thought it's only right to bring our favorite chef up into the kitchen because it is his day. Chef Brian West is here. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful, and I'm about to be doing a lot better. It's freezing outside.
It is.
And you have the perfect recipe for us.
Yes, well, the original concept was kind of making the ends meet the end of winter, the beginning of spring, and kind of doing something fun, but this all still works out because it's freezing cold outside, so this is great.
But I also eat soup in the summer.
Yes.
I can be sweating profusely and I'll still have soup.
You know, it's funny, and this town is a soup town. I always tell I do a lot of restaurant consulting, and I always tell my clients, you know, this town loves soup, so you always have it on the menu.
Yes.
So this is a classic. There's lots of ways to do this soup. There's a lot of opinions on this soup. This is a tortilla soup. Okay. I'm going to show you something that's really, really simple. You could do it pretty easily. I've got here a cast iron skillet. That
looks like you've had that guy a while.
This guy's got some mileage on it, so which is always the best kind, exactly. So I've got some oil in here. It's going, you know, pretty smolderly right now.
The smoke detectors may go off any moment.
Make it even worse here. So we're going to put some your personal favorite raw onion in there. So we're putting this in.
I don't hate them once they're cooked. If you can't tell they're onions and they don't taste like onions, I'm okay with that.
Okay, well.
You know, like the onions and fajitas.
Yes.
I don't mind those that much.
Okay, well that's good. And those should be cooked kind of medium-ish. So.
Yeah.
We're also going to add, you know, onions are great, but they need their big brother, their jock brother here. Oh
yeah.
The garlic, and you can just kind of pop that open, and you're just going to get that skin off of it.
You're just going to throw that whole sucker in, aren't you?
Whole sucker in, yeah. He's going to break down a little bit. He's going to give some flavor to it, and it's going to be delicious. And then this is kind of where I do something a little bit different than others.
Right.
Every time I have tortilla soup, I really want to taste the tortilla in the base.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in just a little bit of uncooked tortilla. Alrighty. And this is going to pretty much dissolve into the soup. Now, you could strain this out if you wanted to, but I don't really find it necessary. And then this is something else that I do that's different.
What is this?
This is an ancho chili. Are you familiar with ancho chili?
I've heard of it.
So basically, this is a poblano pepper that's been dried out. Very raisiny.
Yeah.
You know, to me, one of the workhorses. But you know, every fresh chili has a dried chili derivative on it. So we're gonna julienne this up.
Okay.
Nicely. Ooh. This doesn't have a lot of spice. No, this is actually my wife's knife. I bought it for her for Valentine's Day one year.
Yeah, here you are with it.
Well, she doesn't cook.
She doesn't cook.
She doesn't enjoy cooking.
Was I trying to get her to cook?
I was kind of sending her a little subliminal message, but she wasn't taking it.
She's married to a chef.
I know.
I think you've got that department covered.
I know. Well, we all have, you know, in a healthy marriage, you all have your different chores. Like,
sure.
I can't remember the last time I swept a floor. So,
well, there you go. She'll sweep if you'll cook.
Exactly. That's kind of the rule. Yeah. So we're going to get those kind of happy and get them toasting. The pan's cooled down a little bit, which is good. And basically, we're just kind of bringing everything to life. This is where the big shortcut here. This is Rotel.
Okay. Actual Rotel.
One of the food groups in San Antonio. Yeah, it's really, really, everybody in San Antonio, every household has a can of this in their house. But we're going to put this whole can of Rotel.
All right.
And that sizzling you're hearing is actually all of the charred bits of the onions and the tortilla in there and whatnot. It's all coming up and becoming part of the broth.
So we're going with a spicy version a little bit.
This is spicy, yeah.
Good.
We're going to add a little bit of chili powder. I'm making sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, chili powder. Then we're going to add some cumino, which again, in Tex-Mex, this is crucial.
I love the way that smells.
Some people say it smells like an armpit, but I don't agree.
But you know, a delicious armpit.
A delicious armpit,
That's possible.
Yeah. That kind of thing. You know, who knows? Takes all kinds in this world.
That's right.
This is a little bit of Mexican oregano. Very different than regular oregano. It's a little more perfumey.
Let me smell that.
There you go. You get in there.
It is.
It is.
Like, it smells like there's like cumin in there.
Yeah, very different than like Greek or something like that. So the Mexicans know what they're doing when they're dealing with their spices and chilies. And then we're going to add some chicken broth. So this is store-bought, but you can also poach your chicken and then save your broth. And I like to put my chicken in later.
Poach my chicken and save my broth. You don't even do that. That sounds like a lot of work.
I didn't do it today.
No.
I usually do. Okay, so now here we are. It's all getting happy.
Okay.
Everything's going. And I was smart, and I brought in a pre-made version. Okay.
I love when tortilla soup is extra brothy like that.
It needs to be.
I don't like it creamy. Sometimes you'll go to a restaurant and it's more of a cream base.
Absolutely.
It's weird. I feel like it should be like this.
So what I like to do is I like to add my chicken in room temperature or cold.
Right.
And this is where you can control the chicken. A true Mexican grandma would appreciate this. She'd be like, save the chicken, save the pollo. So we're putting this in
So
here.
you're saying don't just throw the whole thing in the
Yeah,
pot and then it goes to waste.
Well, it also shreds down. It gets really
Oh,
like
yeah,
something that
okay.
I don't really like on that. So then we're going to, I think I'm doing all the right steps here. I had a ladle here. Here it
Oh,
is.
I
This is
could
the
have handed that to you. I'm not a very good
smallest
sous
ladle in the
chef.
world, unfortunately.
It is tiny.
So it is. I've got ladle envy. So we're gonna pour this over the top, and you can smell how all those flavors just came
so
together. It's amazing.
good.
Okay, there we go. And
is
then
the
of course
perfect
these are
weather.
your noodles. You gotta have your
Yes.
noodles. So lots of these. So this is why we do it on the side. Little cilantro for just some fun. A little bit of lime. You gotta do the lime.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And then you gotta do just a hunk. So I can do this fast enough.
This is a meal in a bowl.
It
This
is.
is not a
It is.
starter. This is the full-on meal right here.
I usually make myself a little carne asada taco with it.
Oh, that's a good
And they just
idea.
go really well together with the chicken and the beef.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
So this is gonna go in here. And I think that's
Okay.
it.
My belly's growling.
It should be. And that's it. And maybe a little crema over the top if you
Ooh.
want. You know, you can kind of have fun with it. But let me get this out of the way.
Get all that ugly stuff.
Yeah, I
Get
know.
that trash out of there so we can just focus on.
But it's got a nice little darkness to it. That's definitely ancho chili that's gonna give it that red hue to it and also give you that real Latino flavor.
And again, this is perfect for today, for lunch, for dinner, and then I think it tastes just as good, maybe better the next day.
Oh,
When you heat
absolutely.
it up the next
Absolutely.
day. Chef West, I'm gonna try this in just a second. Actually, I'm taking this bowl down to the studio.
Put it in your
if
desk
you
drawer?
don't mind. Yeah, maybe so. Thank you so much for being
My
here.
pleasure.
And for making this chicken tortilla soup. If you would like more on Chef Brian West, he is a jack of all trades. He does everything except sweep the floors. You can go to his website, chefbrianwest.com, or you can follow him on socials. Real quick, anything you got coming up that we need to talk about?
Let's see. Oh,
you're
Taste
always
of the
busy.
Republic. That's my next
Hello?
big thing. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
really excited about tickets are on sale right now, and we're about 45% sold. We sell it every single year. So that's
Amazing.
coming into the first week of Fiesta, the first day of
Okay.
Fiesta, and then next month I'm going to be doing a spring dinner at West Point, my space. So it should be fun.
And they can get all the information on your website
Yes.
too for Taste of the
You can get
Republic.
anything you want to know about me. It's all up there.
And everything. Thank you, friend. Happy West Wednesday.
Happy West Wednesday to you too.